Hey guys, it's your girl Cass. Welcome to the CassTheLight podcast / TV show. I just wanted to come on today because your girl's been slacking, but it's okay because we're gonna get it right, get it tight, get it back together. And so I'm glad to be here today. But I was inspired today to have this conversation because me and my mom got into a little disagreement this morning, and I wanted to use that as an example because I've been like this for a while, but I know I see it in my sisters a lot, where I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get some frequencies flowing in the background first. 1 second. But yeah, so I feel like kids nowadays, not nowadays, but kids forever, have like got it because they were raised this way. It's not like in their head or something that came out their ass or anything like that. But I think there's a lot of times where you see children or kids that are doing things to please their parents and like almost living their life for their parents. What was the word? Their parents, not support, but what's the word I'm looking for? Like validation, that's the word. They're looking for validation from their parents saying that, you know, they're doing the right thing, they're on the right track, and whatever. So basically, for a very long time, I felt this way, and in part, you could tell from my actions that I felt this way. Listen, I love my mom. I only have one, and like one mom, yes, obviously, but I only have one parent as well that's been in my life. So I've done the best that I could as like, you know, a child to do the right thing, which is go to school, get a degree, I even went for my nursing degree, partially for her, but it was really for me as well, because I've always, when I first went to undergrad, I wanted to have a minor in science and major in psychology, which I do. I have a psychology degree, but I wanted the science because the plan was to become a nurse, a psychiatric nurse. But science was a little too much for me, and it was just like, this ain't it. So I just stuck to my psych and got my psych degree. But later on in life, I still had to do the science courses and everything to get into nursing school. So let's be clear, I didn't do this for my mom as far as like nursing school. She could think that I did it for her, that's fine, if it makes her feel better or anybody else, but I did it because it's something that I wanted to do. Now, I'm no longer in nursing school, and she is not okay with that. She is upset with that. And I have valid reasons as to why I stopped going to nursing school. I'm a type of person, if I start something, I at least want to finish it. And if I'm going to finish it, I want to be in and out. So actually, I was supposed to be done December 2020. But after the whole corona thing took place, I took a break. But honestly, I knew the break was going to be like the end for me, because I just know like way too much information at this point in my life for me to just absent-mindedly go along with society think nurses do. And I'm sure nurses think they're doing, or even doctors, is in helping people, which is why the reason I even wanted to be in that career anyways, because I enjoy helping people, making people feel better and all that jazz. But when you learn the truth about medicine, and you get more in touch with yourself, in tune with nature or even ancient medicine that's like holistic, you find out that, you know, it's all bull. The pharmaceutical company is like a trillion, cajillion, I don't even know, zeros, like, industry. And yet, they do nothing. You think something is being done, but nothing is being done. Listen, I do have a psych degree. And why is it in psychology they tell you about the placebo effect, okay? The placebo effect, meaning you could be taking a sugar pill, but you think it's a freaking miracle medicine and it'll work the same way. So what does that mean? It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, because of, they told you it was this medicine that does X, Y, and Z, and you actually believe it. So therefore, you actually got the same effect. It's just like manifestation, okay? I want y'all to like bring that full circle. Placebo effect equals manifestation, because it's because you believe in it so much that it's gonna work that it actually does work. Manifestation, which is innate. This is coming from you, nobody else, no outside factor, not God, not Satan, not the doctor, you and you alone. So what is it, magic? No, it's literally the power that you have within yourself, right? And I say not God because God is in you. You are a God. So that means you're doing it to yourself. You're a byproduct. So therefore, you still have the same powers that you're able to manifest. And so I say this because I went on a tangent, because the whole the reason why I say it is because as to why I stopped going to school. Because being prescribed medicine does not fix the problem. It just makes the symptoms better, okay? I don't believe in medicine, especially the ones that are made in a freaking lab. Like, I'm sorry, I don't trust you. And I am a firm believer that if it's not made from like nature, like, you know how you're made naturally, I won't get into in vitro and all those other things and topics because it's very sensitive. But I mean, I'll get into it another time. Not to say I won't get into it, I just won't get into it now because that's a different topic. But everything that you need is given to you on this earth. So I don't feel like you need to chemically create something for you to feel better. I think one, you can naturally get it from earth. Like, you know what I mean? We are a byproduct of earth. We are aligned with each other. Like, our bodies are aligned with earth. Like, that's how we can live here. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like one is either gonna come from earth or you're gonna heal yourself. Those two things. Not something y'all cooking in the lab, putting together, sprinkle a little this, a little that, and then boom. Like, no, that ain't gonna do it. And that's why for some it can probably work because you have a belief in yourself, but most of these things are not innately gonna work, because whatever happened to you to make you sick came from within. I'm not saying that you're not being poisoned. You're heavily being poisoned. But there's also certain things that in your body, if you're not in alignment and you need help in those areas, your body will shut down on you. And you can also make yourself sick just by even thinking about it. That's why when this whole Rona thing came out, people should have really stayed away from the TVs. First of all, they never told the truth in the first place. Why would they start telling the truth now? And to really think that people believe that this is not concocted, I'm sorry. It's just too... Movies came out about it before it even came out. legislator, like whatever legislator, whatever the word is, things were being made, paperwork was being put out already before they even came out to y'all about it. So it's just like, listen, I don't trust the government for nothing. The government should even trust itself, because it's not even the real power at the end of the day. So it's just like, let's regroup. The reason why I stopped going to nursing school is because it's fraudulent as hell. And I can't go into something knowing what I know now. When I first started going to nursing school, I did not know all this information clearly. Did I have certain, like, you know, ideas? Like I said, I've always been against vaccines because I'm an immigrant. We never did that anyway. So I've always been, but I became more aware about other things and did my own research and found out a lot of information, and it's just not it. So that's why I stopped going to nursing school. And I don't want to be fraudulent and making it seem like I'm really helping people when I'm not. And because once I go into work knowing what I know, I'm going to be telling all them patients, like, get out of here. Go get some sun. Go on a detox. Find self-love so that you can heal yourself. Because it's been done over and over. There are so many stories of people who done healed themselves, or family members who healed other family members healthy through holistic ways. Not Western medicine is not even a real thing. It's literally made up. You guys have no culture. You have no root. Nothing. Y'all just created this business and saw a way to make money, and then y'all ran with it. And look at y'all now, untouchable, because no one can sue y'all for nothing. And if you do, it's so run down after years and years and years. Y'all making so much money off of this, and it's literally y'all goal to have every American on 2 prescriptions for the rest of their life. So knowing what I know, I just couldn't do medicine. But I digress. So my mom, we got into a little tidbit this morning. It was about that. She wanted to throw that in there. But it really was about smoking weed. Yes. So I'll post this when it's meant to be, because that's all I say. But yeah, it was about weed. She did not appreciate it. She doesn't appreciate the smell. That I do it, blah, blah, blah. I totally understand. Like, as a mom, I get it. But I'm grown. Like, there's just certain things I'm not willing to cut off unless I choose to do so. And it's not going to be to appease anybody else, including my mom. So we went back and forth. She was like pulling things out of her ass, saying that, oh, that's why one of like a family friend son who's going through something, I guess it's on his deathbed, she really tried to say it was because of weed. Like that, like I'm that unintelligent for to even believe the words that just came out of your mouth. Like, really. She's trying to, like, you know, undermine me, I'm just like, listen, this is why I say I wanted to have this conversation about people living for other people. And I had to let my mom know, like, I love you, but I do not live for you. And what I do shouldn't stop or fulfill your happiness, period. She was telling me that she lived for her kids, like, in part, like, I get it. Your kids are gonna always be a part of you. As a parent, you're always gonna worry. Apparently, I'm the one who makes her worry the most. Whatever. But honestly, I'm like the healthiest one in the house. I literally get daily exercise and sun every day. I meditate. Like, I'm in tune. I'm hella smart. I don't see how anything she said makes sense. That's why I didn't partake in the BS. But I basically was just telling my mom to be happy. And if you are really putting your happiness in the hands of your kids, you will be disappointed. Severely disappointed. And if it's truly your kids that makes you happy, whatever it is that they do should make you happy. Because anything that doesn't is a contradiction to what you're saying. Because then it really means whatever I want them to do to make me happy is what makes you happy. And nobody has enough time in the world to keep you happy. Who's gonna keep me happy? Like, people need to understand, like, you are your longest relationship. You're gonna be dealing with yourself more than any other person on this planet. So why would you put your happiness in anybody's hands but yourself? And she's talking about worry, like, okay, you're a parent, I understand you can worry, but honey, anytime you start to worry, just think of the positive, the goodness that I bring to you. Period. None of that negative stuff or whatever. When I really don't even do nothing crazy. Shorty goes to work, come back home, eat, have her little nightcap, and call it a day. But I worry you the most. Because what? I'm not in school and got that little piece of paper that you want so bad, Mom. That little piece of paper ain't gonna do nothing for you. It ain't gonna do nothing for me. It ain't never gonna do nothing for those people that I'm gonna be seeing, if I ever did choose to do so. So you actually would be better off being happy, me continuing a career that does not really benefit anybody, just for you to be content. I said no. And again, I love you, Ma, but this has nothing to do with you. This is my life. I'm going to live it the way that Cassandra wants to, and is going to be happy with the choices that Cassandra makes, because that's what Cassandra wants to do. But listen, talking about, do you have enough money to bury me? Lady, burn me. Burn me. I do not need to be in a casket when I'm dead and gone, to be in a... My soul is not even in here anymore if I'm dead. So please do yourself a favor, go with the cheapest option. Do not let them run you up your money for a bull. I mean, a little vase and call it a day. Please and thank you. Okay, so it's just like, to think that I'm a result of your happiness. I'm gonna have to say apologize to my mom and anybody else who thinks I'm going to live to make them happy, or base my decisions to make them happy. Because baby girl, honey, I'm not the one. Not even for my family. And I love y'all, but not even for y'all. And I think everybody needs to take a little piece of that medicine, because the sooner that you start living your life for you, the happier you will be. And that's a promise. Don't, not even your husband, spouse, child, children, grandma, stop putting stuff in other people's hands and expecting to have a different outcome from what you get. Because once you put it into other people's hands, it's up in the air. You no longer have any control of that. So get your control back and make you happy. That's going to be my closing statement, because I feel like I delved a little bit into it, but I do think it's something that people need to really start thinking about and practicing, because I've been doing it for a while now, and honestly, I'm so happy with my decisions. Anything that I make or do teaches me something, helps me learn about myself, helps me grow, helps me be more open-minded. So that's what I'll say to that. And it's Cass is out. Again, you are watching the CassTheLight TV show and podcast, and I'll see you guys next time. Remember, my motto is applied, not knowledge, because you can have all the knowledge in the world, baby, but if you don't know how to apply it, it's still so applied knowledge is power. Power is money, and money is what, honey? Freedom. And once we get those combos online, you are truly free. So Cass is out, and I'll see you guys next time.